afternoon, adventurers! Today is the day. It is March 31st of 2023, and you know what's going on today? The Dungeons and Dragons movie comes out officially today. So if you weren't lucky enough to catch it on a preview on an early release day, it's out officially today, and it is awesome. Yes, that's right. I saw it. I cannot tell a lie. It gets 2 thumbs up and a bunch of eyes. My beholder friend is here today. It's my beholder hat, my Dungeon Master D&D beholder hat. That's right. And the eyes have it. Okay. Well, happy Friday, sir. Yes, it's D&D day. Boy, this is actually a great weekend. Watch. So, not only is John's Dungeon Corner going to be live at the Regal Riverwalk Theater. Here, is that in Altamont Springs? That's Altamont Springs?
Altamont, it kind of fringes on Altamont.
Okay, you know what? It's on 436 that way. Headed towards the Popka. How's that? All right, so come see me there. I'll be there for the 6 o'clock show and the 8 o'clock show. The movie's coming out, which is unbelievable. Dragon Con is going on, and hey, you can go see the Collective booth over at MegaCon. They are booth 1003. 1003. You got to go check it out. They got all kinds of cool there. They got like artists signing comic books. I mean, oh boy, you can't beat it. And I'm going to actually be running a game. That's between the 6 and 8 and right after the 8 o'clock movie. It's a short little adventure, nothing all-encompassing, but it'll be fun. Beginners, veterans, you're all welcome to come. All right? Oh, my eyes are all over the place. I see you. Anyway, so yes. I'm excited. I am very excited about the show. I'm excited about tonight. MegaCon. Oh, yes, and I did go to MegaCon yesterday, too. So I've already got the movie out of the way. I went to MegaCon. I'm doing the show. I get to go run adventures. Man, this is awesome. It is like D&D has taken over, which is okay with me. I love it. All right, so I am going to do a little bit of reading here for you because there's a whole lot of something going on. So April Madness, you've heard of March Madness. Well, the Collective is having April Madness, where every day there is something awesome going on. Now, I'm telling you, starting Saturday, I'm just going to jump out there and say, board game day, all board games, large and small, buy 2, get 1 free. Hey, where else can you get that? But listen, here goes some interesting days. On the 3rd, one of my favorite days, number 3, D&D Starter Day. Purchase an essential starter kit, get 1 mini and a dice set free. So you get a mini and a dice set for free. Wow. Okay, I'm digging it. D20 Day. Well, actually, hold on. Fiona's Paint Day. All paints and brushes are buy 3, get the 4th free. And paint days from 10 to 2. Remember I tell you about Fiona? She's wonderful. She is going to be here on the 8th, and she will be doing some painting. So I don't know if she'll be able to make it out for the show, but listen, go there because I'm going to answer some questions about miniatures today. But that, if you want to know about painting them and making them look spiffy and just really amazing, she is the woman to talk to. That's Fiona. Okay, now, let's see. We got D20 Day. Get a free D20 of $169 or value or less. Free. That's right. Free. Free is good. Let's see. What else do we got? D&D-ish. Oh. D&D Day on the 21st. All WizKids miniatures. Buy 2, get 1 free. Looky here. That is awesome. I will be here. Mark those days. But yet, come into the store and get your own April Madness calendar. Look at this. Let's see what else. Oh. Now, this is the one. Dice Goblin Day. The Nom 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 Dice Day. All dice and dice sets, buy 2, get 1 free. Now, that is an easy way to boost up your dice collection. Because you can never have too many dice. That's right. Wow, I love this. Now, there's a lot of other days. Oh, here's a day that has to do with dice. Roll a d4 for your game purchase discount. 1, double stamps. 2, 10% off. 3, 15% off. And 4, 20% off. Hey, members, special day. Take an extra 5% off or use an additional set of benefits on the 15th. Now, that's what I'm going to do. That's it. That's all I'm going to talk to you about. But you got to come and get the calendar. I'm telling you. Wow, this is just great. I'm loving it. Okay, here we go. Oh, here's a little something. Wednesday night, don't forget open D&D nights. And boy, do we got some D&D going on around here. Yes, sir. All right, so today, let's talk about a few things. Kind of recapping. Answering a question also. So I had an email that talked about painting miniatures. Hey, brother, how are you? Listen, so the tickets, you got to come down to the theater, and they're not tickets. They're gift cards, $25 gift cards to Regal. I'm going to have them at the theater. So come by, tell me you saw me on the show today, and tell me what hat I was wearing. Hey, John, how are you? Good to see you on the show. Hey, today's a great day. Dungeons and Dragons is out. Oh, yeah. Don't you know? But anyway, so we're going to kind of rehash a couple things. But so the question that I got asked, all right, is it has to do with miniatures and painting them. Hey, congratulations, John, on that. The show's round of applause to you. John does, he's one of our avid Dungeons and Dragons players and dungeon master, and he also acts with an adult acting troupe, and he's been rocking the world doing shows. Hey, make sure you take some time out to go watch the D&D movie, man. Got to do it. I love this, being able to interact with my audience. That's just awesome. I love it. I love all of it. So, okay, talking about that, let me get back to the miniatures. So the problem, and this isn't answering that question. I kind of looked around, and I understand what you're saying. Some miniatures come pre-primed, but not all miniatures come pre-primed. Okay, I know that there's a lot of miniatures up on the wall. I'd say, and I'm not just talking about the wall here, but in general, that are pre-primed. That means you don't really have to, and it says it right on the box. But sometimes there's some that say they're pre-primed and their primer really doesn't stick well. For whatever, I don't manufacture miniatures, so I'm not going to go into specifics. In case you're not sure about it, and one thing about some miniatures is you got to kind of wash them in soap because they'll have like an oily or filmy residue on them. Wash them. Then you definitely let them dry, and then you want to primer them. Okay, whatever primer. Some primers come white, they come black, gray. They come in all kinds of different colors. Okay, depending. And I'm not going to get into the magics of priming. I love priming most of my stuff in white because it does make colors pop. Obviously, the black primer kind of darkens them. And of course, if you're going to paint something, a lot of miniatures in a base color. Like if I were going to paint a bunch of orcs or goblins or anything green, okay, trolls. Although you can make trolls different colors depending on the weather. But I would paint them that color, that base color. So I would paint all my orcs and goblins green. And then what I would go through is I would then turn around and wash them or go over them quickly with some highlighting in a different kind of green. Just maybe tone it down, tone it up. There's a lot of washes and just all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to let Fiona get into that. But there's a lot of ways of changing that base color to look differently. All right. And of course, some will have armor and some will have like rags, and you can paint the rags in different colors. And so that's a quick way of doing things. But to the person who reached out about that, make sure that that the miniatures say that they're pre-primed. I know that most of the Zors are all pre-primed. A lot of them, all the magic, the TSR, the not TSR. The Dungeons and Dragons miniatures are all pre-primed. Now, so those do not need further primering. I mean, you know what? You can always primer something if you're in doubt. That's the best thing to do. It would just don't get heavy fingered. Don't and stay about a good 6 inches, six inches away is what I like to do. I'll about here, and I'll have it up on a stick or something, or somewhere that I can turn it and just try to get an even coating on it without getting into the bunching up a lot of primer and recesses in that. And that'll help out a lot. And then let it dry, and there you go. Then paint them. Have fun with it. If you don't like the paint job, you can always just reprimer it, right? That's easy. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now these miniatures and the other question, the miniature sets. I know one question was, how do I get a set of miniatures without buying booster box after booster box after booster box? Okay, so let me tell you the difference here. Now, there are some sets, smaller sets that come, but these are by Epic Encounters. I have every set. Between Antonio and I, we have all the sets. I think I'm missing the Serpent one, but this is the Undead set here, right? This is the Hall of the Orc King. Here is the Goblin Chief, the Village of the Goblin Chief, and this is the Horde of the Undead. So these 3 box sets each box set contains, why am I trying to squint, right? Here we go with squinting again. Don't do this. Here we go. 20 miniatures, a double-sided game mat, an adventure book, monster stats, and tips and tricks for building tension and excitement. So it comes with everything I just mentioned. But the important part is it comes with 20 themed miniatures, and they're not all the same either. There's in this orc one, I think there's let me see. They got archers, spearmen, dual weapon wielding, sword and shield, a caster, it looks like, a chieftain, and morning stars, two-handed cleaver, and archers on polar bears. So there you go. That's a totally different, and then this goblin set is the same way. The goblin set has, I think those are lizard riders. I believe lizards. They're lizard riders. You've got sword and shield goblins. You have bow goblins. You have a shaman. You have a dual wielder. So there's a bunch of different. There's about 6, 7, 8 different poses. There's some individual ones by themselves, but you got different poses among the common goblins. Same things with the undead. There's about 8 to 10, depending on which set you get. These are awesome. Now, once again, these have to be primer. Okay, they have to be primer. So you have to prime them before you paint them. If you don't, then the paint's not going to turn out right. You don't want to cake it on to try to cover it and get it to stick. So these are really nice sets for those of you who want a box set, a themed box set is what I like to call these. I've not seen many of them now. Here we go. Now, I've shown you the monster. This is the D&D movie monster set. Now, there are sets like this that have goblins in them. I mean, these have 20 miniatures in them, okay? The wonderful part about these Dungeons and Dragons miniatures, or the Icons of the Realms, I think is what it is, right? Yeah, Icons of the Realms sets. Here we go. Like here, this is a epic level starter. These are adventures, okay? There's 6 of them plus an invisible version of the rogue. But the neat thing about it is that they come pre-painted. There's no painting. Now, unfortunately, you don't get as many, but there's a goblin set. There are sets. There's a goblin set, an orc set, a kobold set, orc, goblin, kobold, ogre, Sahuagin, a couple of other sets. But so there are monster sets that are fully painted. You just don't get, you'll get like 6 to 8, maybe 9 in a set, as opposed to in here you have 20. And let me tell you something. The miniatures in here come pre-colored. So these are green, the goblins are green, these orcs are blue because they're supposed to be snow orcs or ice orcs, and the undead come in like an off-white, like an ivory color. So you can use them right out the box without having to paint them. It's not a big deal. All right, don't get so hung up on that. You got your miniatures, you can take time painting them. I have hundreds of miniatures I have to paint. You know what? If I need them, I need them. I grab them and use them. That's what they're there for. Now, here's a big heads up. The essentials kits, the 2 basic sets that go with the essential kits are going to be out of print. So if you see them, scoop them up. They're amazing sets. I've been bragging about them. I've been talking about them forever. You heard it. I'm telling you, they're going to be out of print is the word that I've gotten. Make sure you grab it. The essentials kit is a must-have. In fact, this is something I'll be running tonight with the map. I'm going to use the Sword Coast. The movie is based in the Sword Coast. Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter. It's awesome. I mean, you just have to see it. It's just awesome. Then, okay, so talking about a nice set of miniatures that come pre-painted too, if you want a assortment and you don't mind it, are these here. Now these are Monsters of the Multiverse. This is Mordenkainen's set that came out, and it has quite a few different types of miniatures. It has big miniatures, big monsters, small monsters. It has NPCs, PC characters that you can use. That's a great way to go. They're always random. Now there's, I don't know. This set has, I think, 50. It has 50 different miniatures. Okay? So you're going to get an assortment. In other words, you won't pick up a box. I mean, I'm not going to say you won't, but because everything's random, you never know what craziness could happen. But usually you won't pick up a box and it'll have like all the drows in there, or all goblins, or all orcs, or whatever comes in the set. It's going to be a mixture. It's going to have a big fig, and it'll have 3 other figurines. It comes with 4 of them. They're all painted. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. I've always enjoyed them. That's what I will say. I've always enjoyed them. Never not had a good time with them. They're just, I like them. I have many of them. Anybody who knows me will tell you. So remember, I want to talk about, there's one other thing I remember. I've just been running with everything going on. I've been hither and thither. Okay. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Now, miniatures. You can also get them individually. You just have to look for them. Okay. I'm not going to tell you, go here, go there, because there's so many places, and you can do it that way also. I will tell you that the most cost-effective way I have seen of getting the miniatures that you want are these Epic Encounter boxes, or the sets that come with the goblins or the orcs, as I said, the kobolds. If that's what you're wanting. Now, if you want other different kind of creatures, you're gonna have to kind of pick and choose, because there's so many different orcs and giants. The higher level your party gets, of course, the bigger your monsters are going to be, and you need to be able to reach out and just kind of grab what you need as you need it. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I will say that your local game store, The Collective, has a really, really nice inventory of miniatures. In fact, they're expanding the wall. If you've ever been in a miniature, that whole back half of the TV used to be, the whole wall, and then wrapping around, it's going to be nothing but miniatures. So many miniatures. It's going to be awesome. He's bringing in more miniatures, making room for more miniatures. So it's amazing. Can't wait. Do you have to have miniatures? Remember, I've told you many times, no, you don't. So on the last thing about the miniatures, remember that a lot of miniatures that you use. So yes, you can use the monster figs, the monster miniatures for characters. Say you have a half orc character. You can easily use an orc miniature. If you really like it and you want your character, that's your character. He's half orc. Remember, you're half something. All right. That's like a half elf. You can take a human fig and call it a half elf. because he's half human, right? Half orc. You take your orc thing. You make an elven thing. Whatever it is, you paint it that. Whatever you put down represents your character. That's the neat thing about this. Okay, it's not a meticulous. Oh, this is what you see is what now, because your character, unlike a lot of miniature games, your character, if he's a fighter, oh my gosh, a fighter can use any weapon, wear any armor, carry any shield. Yes, John. Those brigand armies from Epic Encounters. Yes. Yes. So you know about them. The Collective for Life. Love it. Love the shout out. Appreciate the love. But yeah, I mean, hey, how's it going? The Collective for Life. I agree. Great game store. Great community here. They've built. They're expanding. They're getting bigger. They're getting better to accommodate the players. They're going to open up they basically opened up an entire wing on the other, the whole store next door that they're building out is just for gaming. You know, it's going to be tables for card games and role-playing games. So when the big Magic people, the big crowd comes in, they can play comfortably. You know, that's what they're trying to do. They're expanding so that we, the community, can have more fun and enjoy things even better and even more comfortable. All right, so there's that. Secondly, D&D night. We're still looking for dungeon masters. Right? If you've ever wanted to run a game, you just don't have the space, you don't have the people, come on down. We have a game that's, if you just want to try Dungeons & Dragons, we have a game that's just for beginners. It basically resets every so often. Once I think they get up to third level, they reset back to first, and a whole new crowd, and the other ones go off. Well, you know, they understand the game. Now they don't join no games. Yes, you do. Come on down. Once the other side isn't quite finished, all right? It's being worked on, but it looks amazing. They are going out of their way. There's some really neat wood that's going on. There's going to be a pass through from one side to the other. It's just amazing what they're doing, and it's going to be great. Now, all right, take care, John. Thanks for spending some time with us. So, okay. Just a reminder of a couple things. One, I will be at the Riverwalk Regal this evening for the 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock showing of Dungeons & Dragons. I'll be running a game. Come and see me there. And if you remember, and if you know, just come on into the game room. Or if you see me out there, I'm going to have two $25 gift cards. Okay? And if you could tell me what I wore on the show, either the hat or the shirt, then I'll give you a gift card. It'll pay for your movie and maybe your popcorn if you're by yourself, or for both of you if you have someone with you. Awesome, right? So make sure you see the show. Secondly, I'll be running a little adventure there. It's going to be really fast, really quick. I don't want to keep people. Yes. There's a lot of Uber people that come on the show when they can and pop in and pop out. Just like us. That's what I do too. So I know. So I'll be running that game there between the movies. Okay. And have some little goodies there for you to come back to the store yeah. So that's about it. It's today was a nice, simple little show. We usually don't have these low key shows that I like to call it, but you know what? Every once in a while it happens. The big deal is if you see the basic sets out there, grab them. There's two of them. Mine's a Delver and the Dragon Island. I can't remember the name of it because I have them both at home. Plus the Essentials kit. Get them while you can because you're gonna blink an eye and they're gonna be gone. I don't know if they're being replaced or what's happening. I just got the news myself. I was kind of disappointed because I really do enjoy these starter sets. They are fantastic in helping. Hey, Donna, how are you? You're back. Welcome back. You made it to the show just in time. All right, so one last time to reiterate. I'll be down at the Riverwalk Regal for the 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I'll be there a little earlier. I'll have the gift cards with me. All you got to do is tell me what did I wear as far as my hat. Aye there. Or the shirt. All right? Other than that, Go see the collective. They're at MegaCon. They're at booth 1003. Come and take a look at the April Madness calendar. It's got a bunch of wonderful stuff on it, including and especially Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And as always, may the road rise up to meet your feet, and may all your adventures be successful. So this is John Moi from the collective in Altamont Springs, Florida, saying, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the movie. Enjoy your games. Enjoy MegaCon. And I'll see you next week. See you later.